things about today's video. First is, I know you're probably getting tired of listening to me talk to patients about my trip to Norway, and I think this is the last time you're going to hear it. It really was a trip of a lifetime, and you have to understand that so many of these patients and I have seen each other and known each other for 15, 20 years, so they all wanted to hear about it. So I know you're probably tired of it, but the other thing is that we have a patient back whom you've seen before, and she just has these really, really thick calluses on both of her feet, on every surface that carries any weight on her feet. So there isn't a particular name for it. There's not a cure for it. It really is just something that needs to be managed by trimming them every 5 to 6 weeks. So we've done a video with her before, and I know you might recognize it when you see it, but these are just awesome calluses. It's a half-hour appointment every time she comes just to trim her calluses. So, and she's a lovely lady. So I hope that you enjoy the video. So we've done video with you before, and this is just a genetic condition where you really form thick calluses. And you come in, what, every 6 weeks?
5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. And in 5 to 6 weeks, they've gotten this bad again. So. You guys going anywhere this winter?
Oh, we're going to Cancun on Friday.
Oh, nice.
A week from
A week
tomorrow.
from.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people go south. I go to Norway.
Yeah, I was trying to remember right. Norway.
Norway.
For 3 weeks?
It's going to be close to. We're going to hop over to Sweden for a couple of days to stay in an ice house.
Wow.
Yeah. Or an ice hotel, sorry.
Does it have heat?
They keep it at about 0 to -5 centigrade.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, they have to keep it at freezing,
Yeah.
but the room, from what I can tell, the room is, the bed is like a big block of ice that's like queen size, and then they cover that with like a thin mattress and then reindeer hides. And then you get your own super insulated, warm sleeping bag.
Oh my gosh. How many days?
That we're going to be in one night, and then
Okay.
we have the next day, a full day, where we get to do a dog sled lunch, where they dog sled you out for about an hour and a half to a park, make you lunch, and then dog sled you back.
Nice.
This place, it was interesting. This is in Sweden, and they had the option, you have the option of them coming to pick you up at the airport, and one of their options was to dog sled from the airport to the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
We're not going to do that because we're going to do it the next day, but yeah. So it's kind of up by the Arctic Circle, and
Yeah.
you know, just
And
Right,
Are
and
the
right.
Northern Lights supposed to be?
that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
To do photography of the Northern Lights, but you know, there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
We could be there and the entire week could be cloudy. So, you know, we'll see. We'll get what we get. You can't control the weather. But you know what? Even if the Northern Lights don't come out, we're still in Norway
Yeah.
and not the US.
Yeah.
And right now that feels very good
Yeah. Yes.
to not be here. But, and so do you go to a resort in Cancun?
Yeah. So we're gonna stay at the Planet Hollywood.
Oh, okay. It's an all-inclusive kind of thing,
Be fun.
and the kids are all going?
Not my oldest. He's in college and it's midterms. Try to talk him out of it, but.
Tried to talk him out of his midterms?
I mean, I was like, just come Friday to Monday. But he's like, Mom, I can't, I have to study. You're more responsible than me.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. And you and your daughter are going, right?
Yes, I
Nice.
get to spend 18 days with my daughter.
Yeah. That's fun.
That's like the best part of the whole thing.
Yeah. So how many places are you going to be staying?
Well, we're going to spend a few days in Oslo just to get over jet lag
Mm-hmm.
and, just kind of tool around Oslo. And then we fly up to about halfway up the Atlantic coast. And it's this little archipelago of islands. I think it's pronounced Lofoten Islands, maybe Lofoten, but I think it's Lofoten Islands. And they're all connected to each other by bridges. So it's not like in Alaska where you have to fly from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a home base there, and that's going to be a full week. And then from there we'll go back to Oslo and then over to Sweden.
Okay.
So it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue being I don't really like fish.
No, I don't either.
And, in Norway, they live on it.
Yeah. How were your other trips?
Well, I went to Guatemala just for a weekend.
Yeah, how was that?
It was lovely,
Good.
because I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And then I had to go to LA, right,
During
the
the
fires
fires?
weren't even out yet, yeah. But that had been planned months ago, it was family birthdays and
Mhm.
stuff. So that was just a weekend in January. So when I get back, I'm gonna stay put for a while, I think.
Mhm.
So what is special and specific about the Planet Hollywood Resort?
It just looked, I just thought it looked a little fun. I don't know, it's hard to pick, and that one just popped out, so.
Okay.
It has a lot of cool, like Hollywood themed stuff and for the kids, and it will be fun. I've never been to Cancun.
Cancun is east, right? On the Gulf of Mexico? On the peninsula, the Yucatan Peninsula? It's not west coast, is it?
No, yeah, it's east.
I think it's on the
On the
Yucatan
Caribbean
Peninsula.
Yeah.
In the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes.
They had a thing on that came up on, I don't know, my TikTok feed or something, that said if you want to oppose this, go on to Google Maps and put Gulf of Mexico, and Google already has it coming up as Gulf of America.
What?
And you click on the 3 dots next to it and report a problem. And then just report it, that it's incorrect information. It is the Gulf of Mexico,
I saw it today, one of the presidents, I can't think of what country in Europe, but they were like, we're gonna buy California. Everyone signed and we're gonna buy California.
I think it was Denmark.
Denmark, yeah, that's what it's like, oh my god, yeah, that's good for them.
For those not in the US, this is just a very goofy time in the US right now, and many of us are really unhappy about it. But that's as political as I'm gonna get. I don't remember this one before. Was this one?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay. It's always been there.
So you leave Monday, so you're almost there.
Yeah.
How do you pack?
Well, I'm gonna have one main suitcase that'll get checked with clothing and boots and stuff. And then on the plane, my carry-on will be my photography bag and tripod.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have just my different backpack with me. So we get one, and even on the trip, they said you get one big bag, which would be your checked luggage, and then your photography bag and
So it's a group that you're going.
I'm meeting the group. Yeah, we meet the group there, but it's a really small group. It's about 6 people.
Okay.
And 2 instructors, or group leaders. So if anybody is interested, I would be happy to put the link in the description area to the group I'm going with. We kept looking at different photography trips and kept coming back to this one.
Mm.
And it just looked really well put together, small group, some instructors, which is good because when they gave us the list of stuff we had to bring, there were some filters that I've never used before. So there'll be somebody there to tell me why I need it and how to use it. So.
Fun. Is your daughter into photography too?
She is, yeah. Has been for a while, yeah. So, you know, when you're going to do photography like this, you have to go on a specific photography trip because nobody wants to sit for 4 hours and wait for the light to be just perfect with you. They want to go and see the sights, and you can't be there with your prime purpose of doing photography if the whole group is not. Right, so let's put you down and have you turn over on your stomach. Now, are you putting any particular cream or anything on this?
Dry, I know. My husband yells at me.
Yells at you? Well,
I mean, he's like, you need to put lotion on every night. It's super dry. I'm working on it. I said I'm working on it.
You know, I really want to take the word should out of my vocabulary.
Yeah. And just...
In relation to talking to friends and family. Yeah. Move this just a little bit. So you'll probably get a pedicure before you go? Yeah, and they'll smooth these down too for you. So as I'm doing this, just gonna talk about you like you're not here.
Okay.
That's okay. It looks like we've got most of the callus down, but when trimming like this, we often get a little lip right around the edges. So we're gonna take the callus head on the drill, or high-speed drill, and we're gonna smooth out those the edge all the way around, because the edge is kind of raised, and that would be kind of uncomfortable to walk on as well. And then this treatment will last 5 to 6 weeks, and we just have to do it over again. There is no cure for this. This is how we manage it and allow people with this kind of callus formation to function and walk comfortably. Okay. And then these two have the little lip coming up around the edge. And we'll kind of get rid of, and then take the sander too. And this one not too much, because it tends to bleed right over on that side. Is that tickling or hurting? Tickling. Okay. And while it looks like there's a ton more callus in each of these spots that I could have taken down, what you need to understand is, yes, all this yellow stuff, that's still callus tissue, but if I go any deeper, there's actually good skin under that that will bleed. So this is how we have to leave it each time she comes in, and that will give her 5 or 6 weeks. Did I already do this one? Yeah. 5 or 6 weeks of relief. So, anything you want to add? No? Okay. Well, thank you for letting us record this.
Yes.
Appreciate it very much. Have a great time in Mexico.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Be fine.
All right, we'll see you in a month and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.